I am teaching a lesson on adjectives and the 3 different types. I have one 8th grade student who I am going over this concept with. So she's going to be taking notes as I'm going over this, and then she's going to have some practice questions to do. So first we start with, what is an adjective? So an adjective modifies nouns and pronouns. Okay, and just to review, a noun is a person, place, or thing, and a pronoun is a word that can take place of a noun. So like instead of saying Jasmine, we would say she or her. And there are 3 types of adjectives. Okay, we have the positive degree, which is used when describing one object, person, or place. And then we also have the comparative degree, which is used when describing 2 objects, people, or places. And then the superlative, used when describing 3 or more objects, people, or places. So those are the 3 different degrees of adjectives. Okay, so moving on to our next page. There we go. Meant to do that one. Okay, so we have the positive degree, which is 1. So it's used to describe 1. So examples of positive degree words would be long, beautiful, smart, short, ugly, dumb, unique, and complete. However, unique and complete are slightly different, and you'll see that as we move on. But like, you could use smart in a sentence by saying Jasmine is really smart. Or long, like Jasmine has really long hair. And so, could you think of another word that would work as a positive degree adjective? Take your time. A positive degree adjective. So if we remember from our previous page, an adjective modifies a noun or a pronoun, okay? And remember, positive degree is used when describing one object, person, or place.
Tall.
Okay, tall, that's a good one. So tall. And then we go ahead and write tall in a little extra line down here. Okay, so tall. And then our next picture is comparative degree, which is 2. So it's used to describe 2 or more objects, people, or places. And they use ER or RE at the end. So, for example, we have the word longer, okay? Or we can say more beautiful. However, we can't say beautifuler because that doesn't make sense, right? So we say more beautiful, where it still has the RE. Or we can say shorter, uglier, dumber, smarter. And then when we get down to our absolute words, which remember they were unique and complete, that you can't say uniquer or completer or more unique or more complete. Because when something is unique, it's just unique, or when something is complete, it's just complete. So instead, we'd say more nearly unique or more nearly complete. Can you think of another comparative word?
Taller.
Taller, that's a good one. Okay. So we'll just write that on our line. Okay. So, taller. Okay. And now we have superlative. So it's 3 or more. Okay. 3 or more. So these words use ST. Okay. So examples are longest, smartest, shortest, dumbest, and we can't say beautifulest, right? So we say most beautiful, and most still has that ST. So if you notice, they all end in ST. And the same thing with unique and complete. You can't be more unique or more complete, so it'd be most nearly unique and most nearly complete. So we use that when we're talking about 3 or more people, places, or objects. Okay? Can you think of a superlative word that we can add to our list?
Smallest.
Smallest. That's a good one. So we're going to write that right here. Smallest. Okay. Those are superlative words. Okay. And now we have some sentence examples. I didn't think it was recording, but it is. Okay, so now we have some sentence examples, okay? So our first one is Jasmine has long hair, okay? So can you tell me what kind of adjective I used in that sentence? Remember, these are 3. So we have positive, comparative, or superlative. This first one says Jasmine has long hair.
Positive.
Okay, so positive because the long doesn't have the ER or the ST. It's only talking about one person's hair, right? Okay, so then our second sentence says Jasmine has longer hair than her sister. Okay.
Comparative.
Comparative. Do you know that because of the ER at the end of longer?
Yes.
Okay, and then we have Jasmine has the longest hair in Tulare. Superlative. Okay, because we're talking about more than, comparing Jasmine to more than one person, right? Comparing her hair. Okay, and then we have our next set of sentences. So our first one says James is smart. Is that one positive, comparative, or superlative?
Positive.
How do you know?
Because it describes one person.
Okay, because it describes one person. Good job. James is the smarter of the 2 kids in his math group. Would this one be positive, comparative, or superlative?
Comparative.
Comparative. Because right here we have the ER, right? So smarter. So that ER tells us. And then we also have this keyword right here where it says James is the smarter of the 2 kids. So when comparative is used for 2 people. Okay, so the last one. James is the smartest kid in his class.
Superlative.
Superlative. We know that because of the ST right here on smartest, right? And we're talking about a group of kids, so that's 3 or more. Okay, and then we have our last sentence says, every snowflake is unique. Is that a positive use of unique, a comparative use, or a superlative?
Positive.
It's a positive because we're only talking about one snowflake individually. Okay? All right. So now we have a worksheet for you to complete. We'll complete it together though, but So it says provide the correct adjective form. So the first one says Jacob is tall, which is in parentheses. So that's the word we're going to try to find which correct form to use. Okay, so Jacob is tall than his brother. So which one would we use? Would we say tall, which is the positive form, taller, which is comparative, or tallest, which is superlative?
Comparative.
So we'd use the comparative form of taller. Okay, so let's write that in. Okay, and then number 2 says the Kidd family is rich, blank, than the Joneses family. So the Kidd family is blank than the Jones family. Are we going to use positive, comparative, or superlative? So are we going to say the Kidd family is rich, richer, or richest?
Richer.
Which is what form?
Comparative.
Comparative. Good job. Okay, so we're going to say richer. Okay, and then we have it number 3. It says my house is clean, blank, than my mom's. So are we going to use the positive, comparative, or superlative form?
Comparative.
Comparative, and what word would that be?
Cleaner.
Cleaner. Good job. You're doing awesome. Okay. So number 4, her car is the blank, it says expensive. Her car is the expensive of them all. So her car is the blank of them all. So how are we going to write that one? Is it going to be positive, comparative, or superlative? Remember to look for those key words, okay? Try to determine how many we're talking about. So are we talking about 1, 2, or 3 or more?
Superlative.
Superlative. So how would we say that?
Her car is the least expensive of all.
The least expensive of them all. That works. What else could we say besides least? Is there another word we could have put there that would have also been superlative? Most would have worked as well, right? Good job. Okay, and then our last one says the lake is clear. Are we going to use the positive, comparative, or superlative form?
Positive.
The positive form, which is what?
Clear.
Clearer would be comparative. Are we comparing it to anything? Okay. So you were right on positive, but what would the positive word be?
Very.
No, it's the lake is clear. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So the positive form is actually just the word that we have there. So it's clear. But good job. You figured out that it was positive. You're just a little confused on the form, which is probably my fault for having the form on the paper. Okay. And then we're just going to do a quick review. So it says positive degree is used when describing one object, person, or place. Then we also have the comparative degree is used when talking about 2 objects, people, or places. Then we have superlative degree is used when talking about 3 or more things, people, or places. Do you have any questions about any of these forms of adjectives?
No.
Okay. Thank you.